This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today to talk about Bitcoin, crypto, what's happening. I got you. If you guys are ready for the Zest, make sure you guys smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and share the stream out with friends so more people know what's going on here, because this is very crucial and breaking news that I have this morning. If you guys are ready for everything, make sure you say good morning to me. I want to say good morning to you. At the same time, be checking out our lovely sponsors, both Cake Wallet and Cipher. Links are in the live chat as well as the description. Make sure to use code missteencrypto or code Zesty for 20% off at checkout. Oh my gosh, I'm ready to pump it. You've got to pump it up. So Bitcoin over the weekend has had a little bit of a dippity-do, but it seems like she's trying to rebound now. So we're going to keep up with that and see what's going on there. We're at $41,668. We're up 0.77%. I saw we started to go up like $600-700 in the last 20 minutes at least. So we'll stay on that. And Litecoin is $69.69. How about that? Woo. All right, guys. I want to say good morning to you guys. Oh, sheesh. I'm seeing comments from X now. Let's go. It's been years since I've been seeing comments on X through my little streaming thing. Oh, let's go. Shout out to Elon Musk and the team. Jeez, that's so awesome. All right. Let me say good morning to all you lovely people. We got, I should be on CNBC for crypto. Start commenting on their Twitter. The producers know me. The producers know me. John Germain, nice to see you. Randy, nice to see you. We got Fox Phoenix. He said, I'm wide awake, which reminds me of the Katy Perry song, I'm wide awake. You know, I love that song. Shout out to, I don't know, do we shout out Katy Perry nowadays? I don't know. Oval, hi Oval. Oval streams, and we were in, the whole fam and I were in the Oval stream yesterday, so shout out to Oval. Who else is in the chat? We got Colin McKenzie, all set is in the chat. Board Type Crow, it's nice to see you. Colin, Steven, hi Steven. Hi Tom Allen. All right, we got Dogebowl. Hi Dogebowl. We love Dogebowl on the channel, man. Who else is here? I'm losing my place because you guys are making the chat fly. Andy S, it's nice to see you. He's like, I'm ready to be educated. Let's get after it, my friends. Nice to see you, Andy S. Who else? John Legend, Flying Tiger, nice to see you. Chris Hanley, he said, wait, what did Chris Hanley say? He said, time to buy, folks. Gotcha. All right, M2. My girl, Alexandra G. My button. I thought I pressed my button. I didn't press my button. Glenn, nice to see you. You said 1 BTC is equal to 1 BTC, and that is the facts. I appreciate you dropping your knowledge in there right there. Bam Bam, nice to see you from X. Ooh, some tea right there. Automatic Beats, Rod Putz, nice to see you. FJP said good morning from Spain. Hola. Hola to you, my friends. Buenos dias. Nice to see you. Leroy said greetings from Vegas. Nice to see you. We have Jim Brendlinger. He said, sup. What's up, bro? Nice to see you. Oh my gosh, it's Irish Girl Crypto. I love her. Raina love her Irish Girl Crypto. Irish Girl Crypto, I've known her since literally I started. She gives away a ton of stuff on X. She gave away a lot of crypto, and she's just such an amazing person, beautiful person. So shout out to her. 1 second, I gotta turn on a fan. All right. No sound from the buttons. You guys don't hear the buttons? Oh my gosh, you guys don't hear the buttons. I know why. Because that's my fault. That's my fault. There you go. There's the buttons. I apologize for that. I was doing some content and recording stuff over the weekend, so I had to change some stuff. Apologies. Andy S, nice to see you. He said 1 screen for X and 1 for YouTube. You're so awesome, dude. Oh, and yes, I see you on X right there. That's so dope. B team, it's great to see you. Emma Foster. Love Emma Foster. YouTube finally unbanned me. Thanks for the smile. I got you, Irish. You're awesome. I don't know why you got banned. Listen. Mellow Fellows in the chat. All right, Chad, what up? Misco, Crimson. Nice to see everybody. Bulldog Eric. Oh, you guys are so cute. Michael, CZ. ESAK. I do not want to butcher that. So hello, Michael. Good morning to you. Do you buy monies in the chat? Crypto Monker on X said it's shout out. Hello, my friend. David Brumblebee, Sandeep. Woohoo! We got some. Oh, there's John Foster. I was wondering if it was just Emma. There you are. David G is in the chat. We have some beautiful people here. Oh, you guys are gorgeous. David Brumblebee. All right. We got some amazing people here. Alien Guru said, at Miss Teen, you're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you for coming. Here's a rain of love for you. Dano Crypto says, yo, hello, good morning. You said you thought you need more coffee, Michael. Pick up that coffee, man. I think I need to take a sippy. I'm still not 100% better, guys. I wish I was. I would say I'm 80% right now. Shogun Crypto, thank you. Nice to see you. All right. Oh, thank you for subscribing, my friends. It's this way, not that way. It's this way. Thank you guys for joining this morning. We're going to get into the charts in a little bit as Bitcoin is rebounding. But first, I want to talk about some breaking news. Right, No BS? He said, we love thumbs up and peace. I love that too. Me too. All right. Let's get after it. Woohoo! Firstly, we're going to talk about FTX. Then we're going to go into the SEC, what happened with them and Coinbase. And Coinbase, again, does have breaking news this morning. And they're kind of teaming up with the Winklevi and a bunch of other people for crypto's sake. So we're going to break everything down, like I said. And I might lose my noodle on a few topics that we're going to talk about today. But again, if you're here, smash a like, subscribe to the channel, share the stream out with friends. It's very important that we share the stream. And we get at least 125 likes and 100 live viewers just for the zest of it all. You know what I mean? All right. Oh, good morning, Crypto Dad Jace. I forgot about my TikTokers. Oh, Johnny Bullets, peace from Greece. You're awesome, Johnny Bullets. All right. Let's talk about FTX. We know that John Ray, he took over FTX. They want to relaunch FTX.com, which again leaves everybody that was in the US kind of in the dust. Although there are 3 bidders that want to take over FTX, which again, would you trust FTX if they even relaunched? Do we trust that they're actually going to go through with their new not really new, but their reorganization plan to end bankruptcy? They want to at least give maybe 90% of the funds back, but that's contingent on so many things like market price and if they even have the assets, if they could release them all. And of course, if the IRS doesn't take $24 billion before creditors even get a crack at any money. And again, the people that are supposed to protect us don't really protect us. We do know that FTX is losing $53,000 every hour on bankruptcy fees, according to the latest filing. In the 3 months ending October 31st, FTX has been burning through approximately $53,000 every hour on bankruptcy lawyers. We see from December 5th to December 16th, the court filings show that bankruptcy lawyers have been charged at least $118.1 million between August 1st and October 31st. Over the 92 days, this amounts to $1.3 million per day or $53,300 per hour. This came after the management consulting firm Alvarez & Marshall charged $35.8 million for its services for 3 months. Coming in second place was Sullivan & Cromwell, which charged $31.8 million for its services. Global consulting firm Alex Partners charged $13.3 million in the period for professional services. Sullivan, Quinn Emanuel, Urquhart, and Sullivan charged $10.4 million. So we see here that this was shared by a FTX creditor on December 17th, and the total legal fees have been paid since FTX bankruptcy began is now approximately $350 million total. We do know that there was a report filed on December 5th saying that there were significant areas of concern with the billings that were being charged. I don't trust a single one of these people because, of course, the lawyers are getting paid, and apparently the lawyers were in on the whole thing with FTX to begin with. So do we trust the lawyers? Do we trust that all the money is even going to the law firms, or is it actually going back to FTX's pockets? Just something I like to think about a little bit because I don't really trust the lawyers. I don't trust FTX, and I don't trust where any of this money goes because as far as I'm concerned, these people are getting money before the innocents. It's always the lawyers that make the money. And we know that sometimes the lawyers are the shadiest people of all. Now let's get back to the reorganization plan. We see here The exchange obviously imploded November of 2022, and they want to include plans to return up to 90% of creditors' funds, which is a really nice dream to have. In the new proposal period, creditor and customer claims are classed according to the priority the state allows them, which is crazy, right? And the value of claims will be calculated based on asset prices, like I mentioned before. And in a separate statement, the estate said the plan was designed to, quote, maximize and efficiently distribute value to all creditors. We see that hearing will be set in 2024. Very, very shady, the FTX estate. I don't trust them, especially because they're staking millions of dollars of Solana, Ether, just to get some annual returns. Who are they staking with? When do they get to unstake? What will they do once they unstake? And what will they do with the annual revenue that they're going to make because of the staking? And why are they allowed to stake FTX when Kraken, Coinbase, Binance, everybody under the sun has been called out by the SEC for staking and saying that it's not something that they want? So how come FTX estate is allowed to stake crypto without even telling us where they're staking it? Very shady. And again, it goes back to the SEC. It goes back to Gary Gensler. And it goes back to all the political figures that have been bribed. And again, where did that money go? All these questions are still unanswered. So to me, I don't trust FTX. I do not trust their lawyers. And of course, I do not trust John Ray III. Let's just get that straight. Let's talk about Coinbase now, because Coinbase, of course, is going with this ongoing theater. It's like an actual running soap opera with Gary Gensler, the SEC, Coinbase, Grayscale, all of these people. It goes along with the fact that Gary Gensler is a true crypto bro, but he has not given any rules. And once he became chairman of the SEC, it's almost as if all of his crypto knowledge and all of his love for crypto just kind of imploded in his head. Coinbase, this battle with the SEC, it's theater. Why would Coinbase be able to give institutional investors some access to their stuff? Why would Coinbase be able to move forward with anything they're able to move forward with if they were really bad actors? If they were such bad actors, why does the government themselves use Coinbase, the platform? You can't really come after people when you like them. Coinbase said, SEC, Gary Gensler, give us some clarity as to what's going on with crypto. Give us some rules to follow, because they keep saying that people failed to register. But how could you register with somebody when there is no way to register? That's like saying, bake me the fanciest cake in the world, but you get no recipe or guidelines on how to do it. Like, that's actually insane. Now, the SEC, of course, denied Coinbase's push for crypto regulation because Gary Gensler said it's unwarranted, that it's unneeded. Let's learn more. We see that Coinbase petition to the SEC to prod it towards a system of tailored rules for digital assets was rejected on Friday. Gary Gensler said the existing securities regime appropriately governs crypto asset securities. Besides arguing that the SEC is a sufficient authority in today's laws, he said that the industry watchdog has already been engaging in real proposals to directly regulate crypto businesses, and its enforcement division has been able to address wrongdoing. He made a third argument, too, that it's important to maintain commission discretion in settings in its own rule-making priorities. Coinbase applied the formal pressure in 2022, but we see here, quote, the commission disagrees with the petition's assertion that application of existing securities statutes and regulations to crypto asset securities, issuers of those securities, and intermediaries in the trading, settlement, and custody of those securities is unworkable. This is the 5-member commission concluded, the SEC, in its 2-page response with, quote, the commission concludes that the requested rulemaking is currently unwarranted and denies the petition. Coinbase chief legal officer said no one looking fairly at our industry thinks the law is clear or that there isn't more work to do. which we obviously know there's a ton of work to do. Gary Gensler just doesn't want to tell us. You know why? Because it's all theater. Because this is the country that we're run by old people that don't want the American people to flourish. And it always comes down to the same thing. I repeat it over and over again. It's about dollar dominance. They worry about Bitcoin and crypto taking over the financial system, which it already has, which is why they're running CBDC pilots, which is why that they have Operation Choke Point. So people like Gary Gensler acknowledge that everyday retail are taking millions, maybe billions of dollars out of the banks every day and putting it into crypto because people value Bitcoin and cryptocurrency over the dollar. We see the inflation, Gary. We see that at least 5 bank failures in 2023. The financial crisis isn't over. They just try to delay the inevitable. And that's what's happening now. Delaying the inevitable. Obviously, Coinbase aren't the only people that are looking to push the industry forward. Breaking news this morning, let's get after it, that there's a crypto super PAC that raised $78 million with backers that include Brian Armstrong from Coinbase, the Winklevi, I like to call them the Winklevi, Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss. Here's a little clippity-doo.
News just out on a crypto-focused super PAC. Crypto base that has raised $78 million. Contributing companies include Coinbase, which issued the announcement in a blog post this morning, also including Andreessen Horowitz, ARK, Circle, as well as individuals including Brian Armstrong, Ron Conway, Fred Wilson, and the Winklevi, Tyler and Cameron. The super PAC, called Fair Shake, has already spent more than $1 million on TV advertising for House candidates in this election season.
Very interesting. Let's look at Coinbase. They posted on X this morning. 52 million Americans own digital assets. It's time they got a fair shake. The crypto industry donated $78 million and counting from 20 leading companies. Here's the blog post. The future of cryptocurrency in the U.S. hinges on the election of candidates and the enactment of policies that support responsible, fair rules for crypto, especially as a check on appointed regulators who have been taking a regulation by enforcement approach. This withholds regulatory clarity at the expense of everyday Americans and drives jobs, economic activity, innovation offshore. Again, this is called the Fair Shake Super PAC, and its affiliates representing the nation's crypto community raised over $78 million and counting. We see here that's over $78 million to support 52 million Americans who own digital assets and want a fair shake at the American dream. Coinbase, Circle, ARK, Brian Armstrong, Kraken, Masari, Paradigm, Ripple even jumping in on this, of course, and the Winklevi twins. We see that the stakes are up here, and we see here that they pointed out something very nice, that only 9% of all Americans are satisfied with the financial system. And one thing I like here is that they wrote that among Americans currently aged 18 to 40, only 7% feel the financial system works well for people like them. This couldn't be more true. We do need people to step up, but we also need the right rules for crypto. And the fact that we have some leading steps like the Keep Your Coins Act of 2023, acknowledging that people are able to own something. It goes with our 3 inalienable rights as Americans, as people in this world, life, liberty, and property. We should be able to own something without you being able to take it from us. Now, with or without regulation, we understand that they can't shut down crypto. They can't take your Bitcoin from you. If they shut down your wallet app, it doesn't matter because all that matters is that your recovery phrases are in your hands, and that is what your crypto is. It's on the blockchain. It's not hosted by these people. They want to make sure you have KYC at every move, when again, that's impossible. They say that the same rules that apply to banks should apply to crypto when the banks are the biggest illicit actors in finance. Meanwhile, less than 1% of crypto's activity is for illicit activity. We know that because of the transparency, not with the lack thereof of the traditional financial system. We know that the next generation, People that are 18 to 40 now. People that are my age, 20 years old and younger, understand inflation. We've seen our purchasing power go down. Where people my age, we can't even go out anymore because there's nowhere to go. All our favorite stores, all of our favorite places are gone. And it's just not affordable to do anything anymore. We know the traditional financial system is not working for us, and we have to work for ourselves. That is why when people don't talk about the younger generation, they're missing out because they listen to all these old people like Liz Warren that are saying that crypto's never going to make it. But why don't you talk to the younger generation? Why don't you realize that everything's going digital and that we understand that if we, like I like to use this famous quote, if you didn't take a selfie, you weren't there. We understand what it means to prove something. We understand what it means to have our digital property and to actually own something and have our credit for it. They underestimate the younger generation, and they underestimate us in the crypto community. They won't get away with anything that they're doing now. And this money being poured into regulation, being poured into some crypto education is things that we need. We need more education in this space. And that's what we're doing here today. Make sure you guys, again, are sharing this out and you have people understand how far that we will go. This is just the beginning. Stand with crypto. This is the best time to do it. Gary Gensler, he'll always call us hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes. But it doesn't matter what he thinks, does it, Gary? It doesn't matter. Because we're in a permissionless, decentralized space that doesn't need intermediaries, that doesn't need your censorship that you bring constantly with the traditional financial system. And all these politicians that have billion-dollar net worths out of nowhere, they're holding the wealth. Meanwhile, everyone else has to suffer. This is the time to even out the playing field, my friends, and I couldn't be more excited to be a part of a revolution like this. And that's what it is. It's a revolution. And if we don't do it now, I don't know when we would. Let's make sure we smash these likes. We have 68 likes. One more is a very zesty number. So make sure you guys are smashing these likes. Let's get to 100 live viewers. Let's get to that 125 likes because we're zesty individuals. Now, speaking of some government agencies, I want to talk about Tether onboarding the FBI over the weekend. I don't know about this one. I need your opinions in the chat. Tether, the company behind, obviously Tether, disclosed letters to the U.S. lawmakers addressing requests for intervention by the DOGE about the illicit use of its stablecoins. The communications were sent to the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs and the House Financial Services Committee on November 16th and December 15th, detailing Tether's commitment to fighting illicit use of stablecoins. The letter aims to call Senator Cynthia Lummis and Representative French Hill from October, urging the DOJ to carefully evaluate the extent to which Binance and Tether are providing material support and resources to support terrorism. On October 7th, they suggested that there was illicit crypto transactions by providing significant terrorism financing. Tether stated that it has a KYC program, a transaction monitoring system, and a proactive approach to identifying suspicious accounts and activity. They said, "We have always assisted law enforcement when called upon to act, and we remain fully committed to continuing to work proactively with agencies globally. Tether has and will assist in identifying and freezing addresses subject to sanctions engaged in illicit activity or any form of terrorist financing." The company also disclosed that it onboarded the FBI on its platform in a part of collaboration efforts with law enforcement. Quote, "These strategic relationships reinforce our commitment to supporting law enforcement in combating nefarious activities and contributing to the recovery of victims' funds." We know this year Tether has done a lot of freezing with assets, and of course I expected nothing less than them to team up with the government because they don't want to get shut down. And we also know that this is, again, this whole terrorist financing thing is FUD. FUD. And it also brings us to the point that if Tether is working with people like the DOJ, they're working with people like the FBI, we know that these organizations don't really work in our favor. As much as we want to think they do not. We've seen that time and time again. The censorship is real. So this goes back to my thing of stablecoins being too centralized, and the fact that we need a stablecoin that's going to be stable, that's going to remain pegged, but doesn't have the ability to censor you in your voice. If they think that you are sending money to somebody they don't want you to send money to, or that you have an opinion and you're supporting a cause that they don't want you to support, they could say you're a bad actor and blacklist you and freeze your assets. That is not fair. It brings me back to like the trucker protest in Canada, where they just said, hey, we're not going to give these people the money that all of you guys raised, and we're just going to take it all. We cannot let this happen. We cannot let people have their assets frozen just because they think maybe you did something wrong, and that takes away from your freedom. That is censorship. Of course, bad actors need to be held accountable, but we need to find this middle ground where they can't just do what they want. I'm very, very skeptical of all of these people. I'm telling you. Very skeptical. And it kind of goes back to CBDCs and what I'm afraid of, which is taking away your rights, taking away your liberty, taking away your freedom overall, because that's what CBDCs do. We've seen this in China. We've seen this in multiple places. How you do something they don't like, they take away your CBDC money, and they take from your social credit score. That is what the ultimate goal is, for you to own nothing, be happy, and follow their rules. And if you don't follow their rules, then you don't get to eat, and you don't get to do anything, like charge your car, which is why I'm a little skeptical of EVs as well. Places like the Bank of Korea governor see CBDC intros as a case for urgency. They want CBDCs now because they want the control now, since they see things like Bitcoin and crypto where people are able to make their own decisions. People are able to do what they want to do with their money, which is what our three inalienable rights represent. It always goes back to that. It always goes back to your freedom. You cannot give up your freedom for convenience. Don't let people underestimate our power in crypto. They're saying, along with the whole stablecoin thing, how we just see that Tether is teaming up with the DOJ, how Tether does like to censor people if they're doing bad things. The Bank of Korea doesn't really like stablecoins. Let's see why. The growth of stablecoins such as Tether and USDC pose challenges to central banks because despite their name, they often lack quote-unquote stability. From the Bank of Korea governor said on Friday, this underscores the urgency for central banks to consider introducing CBDCs, whether retail or wholesale. Their widespread adoption could diminish the role of central bank money and impair the effectiveness of monetary policies. They're saying the ability of stablecoins and crypto, whose value is linked to fiat currency such as the dollar or euro to hold their pegs, has been brought into focus this week. They're saying that, oh no, this isn't what they want. Oh my gosh. He said the Bank of Korea is working on, oh, what a surprise, wholesale CBDC pilot and exploring its use in tokenization of real-world assets. The bank already said it started to plan retail pilot scheme involving 100,000 people next year. The Bank of Korea, China, Italy, Australia, the United States, probably most of the countries you can think of are already piloting CBDCs. They've already done their research. Some as early as 2016. Earlier than that even. Don't let it surprise you. When retail CBDCs come out, wholesale CBDCs come out, they already know what they're going to do. They're all on the same exact team. And the Bank of Korea saying that, oh, yeah, stablecoins undermine central bank money. That's what they're concerned about. Just how I bring up all the time, dollar dominance is what our government's concerned about. That's exactly what everyone's concerned about, is their fiat currency and central bank money. That's the whole thing, central bank money remaining dominant. Central bank money, it's all on the same team. The central bank is all the same people. They're just in different countries and they all meet up together and tell you, oh yeah, well, you're going to do a pilot. You're going to release a CBDC this week. You're printing money. It's all a global plan. The Bank for International Settlements, it even goes all back to them. Unelected bureaucrats, central bankers that decide what you get to do while they get to fly their private jets and live their wealthy lives while we're the ones that are being left in the dust with inflation and what we are left to do once we lose our freedoms to their central bank or their central bank money, which is basically just made up. This reminds me of the president of the ECB, Christine Lagarde. You know how much I love this woman. Remember in March what she was saying about CBDCs and if they don't start issuing it, what's going to happen?
Where do we stand? We central bankers, we have been operating as a monetary anchor in relation to the commercial banks and the private money. If we are not in that game, if we are not involved in experimenting, in innovating in terms of digital central bank money, we risk losing the role of anchor that we have played for many, many decades. And we have historical examples of period where the central bank monetary anchor was not there, and that precipitated crisis after crisis. That certainly was the case at the time of the free banking in the 19th century. Do we want to go back to those days? Probably not. I would say certainly not from our vantage point, as a result of which we have to respond to the demand for those digital payments in order to maintain the role of anchor that we have been playing regularly.
That's the whole thing. Us as bankers, it's not just Europe, it's all of them, including the United States, because you know that Jerome Powell, when they all like to meet up, he's on the same panel as these people. And we already know Jerome Powell brought up CBDCs, and now they're already in the works. They want to maintain the anchor in the financial system because they said without them, it will be chaos. We don't need you. We don't need the central banks. We don't need your censorship. We don't need your inflation. That is why we opt out of your system and why we opt into one where we know, like Bitcoin, there will only be 21 million Bitcoin having every 4 years. Not just when you get to print. Not just when you want to switch up our rules and tell us that we have to abide by your rules or we don't get to eat because your CBDC says no. This is what they want. They want to censor you. They want to remain in control so that way they can control your life. That is it. That's pretty much it. And it really, I hate to talk about this stuff, but it's a threat that's posed. And we have to make sure that we educate people, that we could make our own decisions. We don't have to rely on anybody else to make decisions for us. Generationally, we've been trained for these people to hold our hands. It's time that we learn how to take responsibility for ourselves. And it hurts me when people say, I was even on a space last week and I literally lost my noodle over it, where someone said that not your keys, not your crypto is just a marketing scheme. The banks are a business. When you understand that, and you understand that the businesses have been failing, you'll know that not your keys, not your crypto, and being your own bank is actually more important than you thought. When your bank shuts down and you show up and the doors are closed and they tell you to go home and your app, your special little banking app doesn't work anymore, what are you going to do? What are you going to transact with? What money do you have left besides maybe the few dollars you're hiding under your mattress? That's why Bitcoin. That's why you always have to have money that can't be taken from you. Be your own bank. That's all I can tell you. I'm not telling you to buy Bitcoin. I'm not telling you to sell it. I'm not telling you to get rid of all your USD. What I'm telling you is you have to have money that belongs to you. That is the most important thing about the space. It's not about making money. And so many people, it hurts me. They're like, oh, it's about making money. This space is not about making money. Yes, people do make money. But it's about self-sovereignty. It's about creating a financial system in which we're all able to take part in it. Not just the accredited investors, not just the rich people that are allowed to get richer while retail is left behind. It happens every single time. It's time to break the wheel. It's time to create something new. And that's why even 14 years of Bitcoin's existence, the central banks are worried about their dominance. If Bitcoin wasn't such a threat, then why are they creating CBDCs? Why are they telling us that crypto's for criminals? It's because they're the real criminals and they want to deflect. Deflection and manipulation is a powerful thing. And fear is what they want to instill in people. Meanwhile, hope is greater than fear. And we know that Bitcoin gives us that hope. Bitcoin gives us that reassurance that we can make it as a people and be able to take control of our power as people. I love Bitcoin so much. It gives me reassurance for our future, and it gives me that confidence that we're all going to make it. I'm not done with CBDCs, unfortunately. Now, Palau. I see some people that are like, I'm going to go get my Palau this, my Palau that. Oh, well, look at Palau now. Palau advances with their CBDC. Oh, in partnership with my favorite people, not Ripple. They're in phase 2 of their PSC program launch. What a joke. The Ministry of Finance of Palau officially launched the second phase of its Palau stablecoin PSC program. Jay Hunter Anson, a cybersecurity consultant in Palau and advisor of the Ministry of Finance, confirmed the program's second phase launch on December 15th. They said that they aim to extend its partnership with Ripple in phase 2, allowing PSC team to leverage their CBDC platform at Ripple and technical expertise. They're saying it's pegged their PSC to the US dollar, which uses Ripple's XRP ledger. Phase 2 will prioritize the development of a digital ecosystem and increase user engagement, emphasizing adherence to regulatory compliance. We see here the CBDC strategic advisor at Ripple, Anthony, shared his thoughts. He emphasized the advantages of blockchain-based digital currency, citing benefits such as reduced transaction fees and the potential to address the environmental impact of money circulation. Welfare also mentioned that Palau residents can conduct offline transactions using a blockchain-based digital currency such as PSC, even during power outages. They involved 168 volunteers within their first phase. Now, here's the thing. Here is the thing. Why does anybody support Ripple when they're actively working against you? Now, I'm not telling you to buy XRP, sell XRP. I believe in the freedom of choice. But why do people choose to support Ripple, to give liquidity to their coin that wants to destroy you? The PSC stablecoin, you notice how they said offline transactions? This brings me back to a special place, China, where China is doing offline transactions with their CBDC, which connects to your wonderful SIM card. Now, if you're calling somebody, you're talking to somebody that they don't want you to talk to, oh yeah, kaplu, your funds are gone. Oh, but don't worry, if the power goes out, they'll still know what you're doing because you could just tap and pay and not worry about it with this NFC, near field communication. They want to track you at every single angle. The PSC stablecoin, why in the world do people support this? They're talking about, and it's actually misleading in the fact that they're saying that this stablecoin is going to...
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Guhan.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Appreciate you, Guhan. Shout out to you. They're saying that this stablecoin is going to give you reduced transaction fees and helping the environmental impact of money circulation. Okay, let's talk about that for a minute. Transaction fees, we don't need a Ripple for that. We have other decentralized cryptocurrencies like Litecoin and the Bitcoin Lightning Network, which again, I'm not the biggest fan of Lightning Network, but I understand that it's an option. but we have things like Litecoin. And when we have things like decentralized cryptocurrencies, we don't need you for cross-border payments, Ripple. We don't need you in the World Economic Forum to tell us that you're going to transform the way technology and finance is conducted when we already have DeFi. We don't need intermediaries. We don't need government anything when it comes to digital currencies, because all they do is censor you. All they do is lead you into control under the disguise of convenience. It's not convenient when they shut off your bank account for having an opinion. It's not convenient when they just decide to cut your transaction off because you got blacklisted by the banks and they're all running the same nodes that tell you when and where you could transact. The environmental pressures. Yeah, let's talk about money circulation. Let's talk about the banks. How much energy and natural resources do they use to power their lights and keep the ACs and their heat going with the bank's actual physical branches? What about all the trucks that drive around to the banks, filling their cars up with gas or whatever, so be it, so they could deliver cash to the banks? What about the money printer going burr? How much energy does that take? What about all the servers that the banks use to keep their payments going? I would like to know how much energy that uses compared to Bitcoin and crypto. When we know that 50% and more, at least 50% of Bitcoin's energy used to mine is renewable. Let's ask about the traditional financial system if any of that is using renewable energy. Every single thing that they're telling you Ripple can fix for you with their XRPL? Sure. We don't need them, guys. We don't need them. And I don't support them. I just hope that other people are being educated on that. I really hope that people are educated on what their mission is and who holds most of the XRP supply. Why don't you ask that question too? Decentralization will prevail and decentralization will win, and these are bad actors that we need to clear out. Speaking of bad actors, there's been a lot of targets with cyber attacks and all of these hacks. Now, you could put on your tinfoil hat here and say that a lot of these cyber attacks, when they want to track down people, they do. But also, these little cyber attacks are a little bit suspect when they choose not to find the bad actor, which, again, they pick and choose who they want to find. There was a stolen Bored Ape over the weekend, more than one. There was actually 36 Bored Ape Yacht Club and 18 Mutant Ape Yacht Club that were taken by a hacker. And apparently, maybe there was some resolution here. All Bored Ape Yacht Club and Mutant Ape Yacht Club NFTs stolen from the peer-to-peer trading platform NFT Trader have been returned after a bounty payment. NFTs worth nearly $3 million were stolen on December 16th. As per a public message, the attacker attributed to the original exploit to another user. Quote, "I came here to pick up residual garbage," they wrote, requesting ransom payments to return the NFTs. "If you want them back, you'll need to pay me 120 ETH, and then I will send you the NFTs. It's as simple as that. I never lie, believe me." There was an initiative led by Boring Security, a nonprofit Web3 security project. They recovered all assets in less than 24 hours after paying 120 ETH bounty worth around $267. All 36 Bored Ape Yacht Club and 18 Mutant Apes that the exploiter had are now in our possession. We sent the hacker 10% of the floor price of the collections as a bounty. This was paid by Greg Solana, the co-founder of Yuga Labs. According to Fubar, a pseudonymous founder and developer of Delegate, the vulnerability was introduced 11 days ago after a smart contract upgrade allowed the misuse of multi-call feature, enabling unauthorized transfers of NFTs from their rightful owners due to previously granted trading permissions. Please make sure you do not put your NFT on another platform, and it's not in your possession. Now, also, if you have a MetaMask, if you have a Web3 wallet and you connect to something like OpenSea or a platform in general, always when you are done, you log out and you go to your MetaMask or whatever wallet you're using and turn off permissions for that website. So that way things like this do not happen to you. If the website gets exploited, your wallet is no longer connected with the situation. Please, I'm begging you, if you are going to use Web3, if you are going to use DeFi, just like you wouldn't use or wouldn't leave your personal information on a website, you wouldn't connect your bank account to a website that you don't trust or you aren't sure of, even after, you always log out. You always disconnect. The same rules that go on with your traditional assets and your traditional websites are the same practices that you have to bring to crypto. We're going to talk about the market, man. We're going to talk about the market. We have some altcoins that are popping. We have some things that are going on. So I'm going to talk about it. We have over 100 people here. Do we have 100 likes? Yeah, let's pamp that. We have 99 likes. Pamp up these likes, fam. You've got to pamp it up. Pamp it up. Gotta pamp it up. Don't you know, pamp it up. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about everything going on here. Let's talk about it all. Okay. Market overview. We got some altcoins taken off today, like mobile, that's up 58%. We have a little bit of a sea of red, but that kind of correlates with what Bitcoin has been going through. We got $41,290 Bitcoin. Now 41.3. We're kind of tipping with 41.3 this morning is what I'm noticing. It's down 0.11% today, so let's talk about it. Red dot printed. Momentum seems to be shifting towards that zero line. The VWAP, she's down bad along with that RSI. So all of the signals are not giving me a lot of love here, man. We were looking to maybe fill 39.7 around, bounce off that and come back up. We were quite close to it last week, but in other words, if we don't fully draw down to that point, I think it's okay. We were actually pretty close this morning. We were at 40.5K, and we started to bring ourselves back up. We were slightly in the green when I came on stream. We were at 41.6 before the stream, 41.8 about. So we're kind of sideways trading right now to the fullest. We're looking to crack these levels from all the way back in 2022. Now, of course, 39.7, it would be great to come back down there if that was the case, bounce off of it, come back up. And bullish scenario, we're looking to tackle 44.8 and maybe hit that 45K. Of course, we're going to look at the weekly because we just started a new week. And we have a red week for last week. We're currently in the red now. Do you guys think that we're going to pick up on this momentum again, or we're going to sideways trade this week? If you guys think that we're going to have a green week, put a yes or a 1 emoji. And if you think we are not, we're going to have a red week, it's going to be a little bit scary. Put a 2 or a no emoji. Obviously, we had a really nice few weeks, 7 nice weeks closing in the green. We saw that previous in October of 2020, where there was a few red weeks in between before hitting that 60K Bitcoin. Now, I do hope that this is another reoccurring signal that we could look for and maintain and maybe look to the upside, hopefully. But if we sideways trade and we consolidate, of course, I wouldn't be surprised either, because even on the weekly, when we did tackle 47, 48K, we did have some trouble going in. That was, of course, kind of the spark of the mini bear market that we did have. So I'd be looking to push through the next few levels with confidence, whether that's that 44.8 and then looking towards that 48K Bitcoin. And that's on the weekly. So, of course, this is going to take a while to play out. Let's look at Ethereum. See, Ethereum went down to the level that we were almost the same situation with Bitcoin, but it didn't have that drawdown that Bitcoin did. So we're looking at Ethereum, 2158, down 1.5% about. Let's talk about market ciphers. This is the daily, by the way. Momentum after that red dot was printed brought us down below that zero line with that VWAP. Money flow is still in the green, but stagnant a little bit, and that RSI kind of taking that dip after sideways trading right here, and boom. Now, of course, Ethereum is kind of correlating with that, where we wanted to test our 2340, maintain that, and we just kind of took a dip and retraced. Now, we were looking at this wick on the daily. We're like, is that indicative of where we could be going? And it was. We see here that we are tapping that 2120 earlier today. Man, I really do hope that this is like a nice pullback. Like we bounce off this 2120 and kind of bring ourselves back up to 2340, because again, that is a major resistance from May of 2022 that brought us down to that triple digit Ethereum. So looking here on the weekly, I want to take a look over there. The weekly, dang, basically bearishly engulfed the previous candle. It's kind of even, so I'm a little worried about her. I would like to again see us again hit that wick low 2120, which we did, and bring ourselves back up and maybe bullishly engulf the week before's candle. That would just, it's a lot of engulfing I'm talking about. I feel like a little explosion in the engulf, like boom. But yeah, that's really what I'm looking for, is to bounce off this 2120 with confidence and come up to this 2340, and we'll talk about what happens from there. Let's talk about Litecoins, the right coins. I love my Litecoins. $69. I know we like the number, but it's not really what I want to see here. Now, we see here on the dailies that $69 is coming back into play. We had a low today of $68.09 about. We're looking to, obviously, if we pull back, cool, whatever. Let's head back up to that $74, $75.68 200-day SMA as well. That's really our target. That's what we're looking for. But I really just think that Litecoin needs to stay above $69. $69 was a huge tiff. And honestly, it could maybe, I mean, this wick, I hope it's not indicative of like a future price action, because again, maybe again we find support. If we do continue to draw down, maybe finding support again at $62, $63 if we really like take that big of a dip. But I want to pamp it, so I'm not going to say some positive here. Yeah, so, or MIFs at 69 DCA filled. Go off, my friends. It's a nice number to DCA on. The weekly for Litecoin giving us that Ethereum energy where we did confidently bearishly engulf the week before's candle. Now we're starting off in the red again. We're hoping that maybe, again, this cup and handle kind of formation on the weekly still has hope to play out. But I'm a little bit sad that we're experiencing this price action. But as normal people, like I have the emoji here, they're sleeping. They're sleeping on Litecoin, 100%. I love that sound. We even have still green money flow, but the VWAP is down, and the momentum doesn't seem that zesty to me on Litecoin. And we are technically almost oversold on the RSI. I want to take a look here. Yeah, very interesting. We're almost oversold. Very, very interesting. Ooh, okay. All right, Litecoins. I always watch Litecoin, so I'm not gonna say I'm gonna watch it. I always watch it. Now, let's look at Dogecoin. That is below 9.5 cents, below 9 cents even, which I'm a little sad about. Hello, Market Cipher, where'd you go? There it is. We have 0.0933 cent Dogecoin, which is down 3.79%. Oh, I'm a little scared. No! Red dot printed, momentum down, bad. VWAP down, bad. RSI down, bad. Now, looking here, sheesh, we're below our 9.5 cents, but last week we were like, all right, are we maybe going to retest 0.08686? Because we kind of tested, we rejected that a few weeks ago, a month ago, actually, a month to the day, November 18th. How crazy is that? Today's December 18th, by the way. And listen, we kind of bounced right off of it this morning, and it got bought back up. So that's really nice to see. And hopefully that wick is not indicative of like future price action, and we're done with that level, and we could kind of bounce back up and head towards 9.5 cents again. That's really what I'm looking for with the Dogecoins. Very, very interesting. Very interesting price action here. If you guys have a chart request, I'm willing to do a few. To see what's going on in the market and what you guys really want to look at. But very interesting stuff going on today. And I'm very interested to see what the week is going to have in store for us, because a lot of people are like, are we going to moon, Santa Claus rally, all of this type of stuff. And listen, Christmas is coming up. I'm so excited for Christmas. Christmas is underway, my friends. What are we, a week away from Christmas? Today's the 18th. And yeah, next Monday, right? Yeah. Next Monday is Christmas Day. How cute is that? Merry Christmas, everyone. Woohoo! Chad wants ordy. Let's do some ordies. Oh, and shout out to Ron in the chat. Ron's from my neighborhood. We like Ron out here. I saw him in the chat before. Okay, let me do some ordy. And I also want to say hi to people in the chat. So say hi to me if I haven't said hi to you yet. I want to give you guys some love. Can't buy me love. Can't buy me love. Where's the? I feel like I had this already. Where is the best exchange for this? Yeah, it was OKX like I was looking at. Okay, I got you, man. All right, so Ordi, I think is still in price discovery mode. This is really what I can give you because, like, based on like the past and present price action. $49.31 Ordi. Now we did have a high here that we tested rejected, which was $64. Oop, apologies. So now looking here, we're up 0.46%. Red dot, though, printed money flow down, RSI down, VWAP down. So, I mean, if we could have some nice curvatures, because we like curvatures on the channel, if we have a nice curve and come up, that would be like the most ideal scenario. But I see here that we did kind of come down to our support level today, which was around $46.38. So we had a wick that tested that, came back up and got bought back up. So that's nice to see. But really, again, we're in price discovery. So if we start sideways trading at $52 again, I wouldn't be surprised. But I would like to ideally retest that or just close above this $46 to maybe give us a sense of confidence here. But other than that, it's just too new, man. And I don't really know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you on that one. I just wish I had more histories and more things at these levels I could tell you about, but that's really it. Let's see what else I have here. Let's do Caspa, sure. Let's do some Casper. Caspa, yeah, Caspa. So Caspa, ooh, very, very interesting. Okay, all right. So we were actually looking at Caspa. 10 cents, man. Down 1.5%. Let's take a look here. Oh, dang. Look at this red dot. We don't like red dots like that. And momentum at lows that we haven't really seen since here in May. And that's when we printed a green dot here in May. And that was kind of like the start of our little launch here. But we have yet to see a green dot printed. We're looking for maybe everything to pick up, really, because the VWAP's down, the RSI is down. We kind of broke below our support yesterday with confidence, and that was like 11.5 cent support that we dropped down. And maybe we could retest if it continues going in this direction, 9 cents, and come back up to 10. We do see that we had a 9.5 cent test, and it came back up. It got brought back up, which is nice to see. It didn't fully come down to right here. So I'm interested to see what happens. I mean, 9 cents is a bearish level I'd be looking at, and bullish level is like 11.5 cents, 0.1147 to be exact, and trying to make our way back up to previous support, which is 13 cents about. So that's what I'd be looking at there. Interesting. Again, number can't always go up, man. Number can't always go up. So I mean, you got to be grateful for what we got, man. M2 wants a bounce. I want a bounce, man. Doge Bull wants SHIB. Yeah, for Doge Bull for you, man. I got you, Doge Bull. I'm here for you. I'm here for Doge Bull. Where's my SHIBs? All right, so SHIB. Ooh, interesting SHIBs. All right, so SHIB. We're looking at, of course, I'm not doing all these math. A bunch of zeros. 1104. We're down 2.24% today. Looking here, it's not as crazy as everything else I'm seeing, but the RSI, of course, took that dip. Red dot printed. Money flow is still coming in, which is nice. But that VWAP brought confidently below that zero line. Hopefully, we could bring ourselves back above it. Now, we're looking to maintain our support here, which is at around 939 is what I'd be looking at. We, of course, tested and rejected this 1163 and just came back down. So we didn't fully bearishly engulf this candle, which I think is good. But we're also looking to maybe test that 944 again and then come back up, maybe to test 1065, which again is a resistance that we had here in August of this year. And we don't really want to reject that, really, because once we rejected that with confidence, it was a little scary, which brought us to our bottom in October. So yeah, I'd be looking to bounce off this 940 range over there. Over there. What's going on? TD, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. I want to say hi to people that I haven't said hi to yet. Who we have here? Flying Tiger, Sadie sometimes, Geronimo, Fox Phoenix, Hornet, so Real Love. Yes, we love love in this chat. We love love. What else we have? We got Wick. Algo. You want me to do some algo? I'll do some algo. Let's do some algo. Wick, tell wifey I said hello. Tell wifey I said hello. Let's get some algo, man. Where's the algo rands? Algo. Okay, Algorand. So Algorand, pretty interesting what's going on here. We're at 18 cents, 0.1860. Excuse me. We're down 2.26%. We see here that over the weekend we did test and reject this 21, around 21, just over 21.5 cents. And we see here that when we built up this momentum to get past this level that we're going to be looking at in a second, 20 cents, when we tested 23, it was like a huge slip and slide, which is, again, what my great artistic ability has drawn out for you. And then this is like the little pool, like the little lazy river that you go into once you get off the slide. And then this is where things start to get a little zesty again. But we kind of had this double bottom in September and October. But looking at right now, the current VWAP is down, but that money flow is at highs that we really haven't seen in a long time for algo. I mean, as long as it's on Coinbase, I mean, it's at an all-time high for money flow, which is really interesting. The RSI is doing pretty good for that fact. It is slipping a little bit, though. Wow, very interesting, the money flow. The volume is coming in here. It seems like buyers really wanted to defend 15 cents. But we didn't maintain 20. Now, there wasn't like a confident, kind of support here. So I'm not surprised that we dropped through it. I'd be looking at bullishly retesting 20 cents and bearishly going back and establishing maybe new support at 15 cents. But again, like that's just crazy. That's a lot. And I hope that this wick isn't indicative of where the future lies for us. But I'd be a little cautious right now. Kind of, it's just the Mondays. I think I would classify this as like the Monday blues where, people are just like sideways trade. Like people aren't really trading today, but people are making moves. Mondays are typically not the best trading day. They're typically volatile. And we kind of see that with like the seas of red. It's not seas of green. It's a lot of red roses too. Can I check ICP? I got you, bro. ICP was on a freaking tear this weekend. Killen said, hope your day is great. Thank you. Hope your day is doing good. Ethan, let me change your name from missteencrypto to Mrs. Teen Crypto. Oh, I see what you're doing there, Ethan. I see you, Ethan. I see you, Ethan. Are you joining the fiancés? Are you joining the fiancés? All right, let's talk about ICP. I'm losing my noodle out here with you guys. Let's talk about ICP. Okay, ICP. All right, ICP, man. ICP, I would consider this. All right, I'll just get to the point. ICP is very interesting. And we're looking at a few points with ICP. Now, it's at levels like highs that we haven't seen. I'll share my screen. Highs that we haven't seen since May of 2022. We're at $9.92, down 5.5% today, but it's normal to retrace after such a run. I mean, the momentum is at all-time highs as far as the Coinbase listing is concerned. Binance, I mean, as far as the Binance listing is concerned. Red dot printed, but the money flow is at all-time highs. The VWAP was above the zero line, but tapping below. So we're going to see where that takes us along with that RSI if that continues to dip. I'm very interested to see what happens. Now, we were hopeful here that this could remain support for $9.93. We did hit that over the weekend, that $10 psychological level, high of $11.89 approximately. Now listen, man.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
By the dip hashtag Casper.
Yay! Thanks, Crypto Allah. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys are smashing the likes, man. But yeah, we're looking to maintain support, close at this $9.90 something cents. That's what we're looking for. And again, when we rejected this here in May of 2022, it was a big issue that eventually brought us to our lows, which we saw this year. And we're looking to push through that. Now, bullishly, I want to talk about this right here. Over here, $12.95 is what I'm looking at. We tried to maintain support here in May of 2022 and rejected. So I'm looking to test that and go through it with confidence. And then above that, we'll see what happens. Probably around the $15.78 range I'd be watching. But yeah, I want to have a really nice confident move and maintain this price action because obviously this is a lot of volume that we saw. Obviously the money flow is at all-time highs. So I'd look for the buyers to continue defending it and see if the bears come in and intervene with this price action. It'd be very interesting to see. But if we do retrace, I'm not surprised. And I'd be watching out for probably around here, which is like a very, very scary scenario, but still $6.50 because that's where we had previous resistance here. And I would like to, if possible, if we do go back there, establish that as support again, but ideally staying at $9.93. And then the next target we're looking at is $12.89. Yay! Woohoo! 1 second. Okay, cool. Like I said, guys, I'm not 100% yet, so I'm trying my best out here. Bungalow Bill Mobile. Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. Hold on. Mobile. It's the mobiles. I'll even show you. All I see here is Bitmart. So that's what I'm going to go with here. That's what I'm going to go with. I don't know. Is this... I don't know. I can't really give you anything, man. Bill, my friends, I wish I could give you some love here, but I got nothing. I can't give you anything. There's no support. There's no resistance. There's just candles going up, so I really got nothing for you. I'm sorry. I apologize. Sergio, I got you, man. Jason has been in crypto for 12 years. He said it's been crazy. You could say that again. You could say that again. Pickaboo. I see you, Pickaboo. Pickaboo, I see you. I see you, Pickaboo. It's nice to see you, Pickaboo. MTC sounds like Annie. Who? Annie, like from the music. Annie is like my favorite childhood movie. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Zeus sent me a rose. Thank you. Ethan. Ethan's trying to flatter me over there on TikTok. I can't with Ethan. He's killing me over there. He's killing me. Welcome, everybody. WolfWeb3 on X. Nice to see you, my guy. Welcome to the stream. ICP expanding. I got you, Leroy. I know. No G likes the vocals. He does. He also likes the potato songs. Flew around my room before you came. Dave Digital with the tissue emoji. Yes, I am struggling, guys. I'm still struggling, but it's okay. I'm basically almost over it. Oh, Final Ken's nice to see you. It's been a minute. We miss you too, bro. We miss you too. Maninja, Hard Knock Life. Yes, it's the Hard Knock Life for us. It's the Hard Knock Life for us. Oh, K9MM, shout out to you. Thank you for the finger hearts. I appreciate you. It's been a minute, K. I hope you're doing well. Someone from that channel. Gotcha. Robert Ferguson, nice to see you. Select said, hey, MTC. Hi, nice to see you. Johnny said, gorgeous voice.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
More vocals, please. Fire. Doge is king.
Thank you guys for pitying me in my singing. Oh, that's hilarious. Mr. Potato Head TV, nice to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. What was that? Emma's voice? No, no. Emma won't sing for me. She won't, and she doesn't like when I sing either. I mean, I don't know why, man. What's up, Rich? Hello, everyone in the stream. It's very nice to see everybody hanging out here this morning. Dave Digital. I don't remember if I said hi to you. I feel like I did. Oh, you want to see Alf? Okay, yeah, I got you. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. ALP. Okay, yeah, I got you, man. I don't want to miss it, Rich. AL. What is it? Which one is this? Hold on, I gotta go back again because there's two that are similar. Give me a second. Rich, where are you? Oh, okay, I got it. So I only see that it's listing on Gate.io and Bitmart. So I'm gonna check out Bitmart. Give me a moment. I just want to make sure. I think this is good. If there's another exchange or another website you're looking at, then let me know and I will do it for you. I have the sun will come out. I have the tomorrow song stuck in my head. The sun will come out tomorrow. We have 89-cent Alf. Which is Alephium, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, up 2.47%. Let's see what's going on here. It seems like we really don't have like an amazing support here. I mean, even if you bring it down, like it's just, I'm looking for like a really nice support and I'm not really finding one. I know that around 61 cents we're having issues. We tested right here, which were our high of April of 2023. Multiple wicks attempting it, but didn't help. And we finally got through it here at 39 cents over here a month ago, November 18th. But it seems like you've been trying to pick up that pace and get up there. The RSI came down from its all-time highs. Momentum isn't as high as it was with the red dot printed money flow going down with that VWAP. So again, I think bullish scenario, testing 95 cents is great. But also kind of establishing a nice support, maybe around 61 cents, isn't, crazy. And also, we could also find support again at 73. So I'd be looking to see where this wick takes us today. Maybe establishing that support 74 cents, maybe, because that's also where we see that a lot of bulls tried to push the price there and maintain that 73 cents, but it looked like it was just a little bit of a struggle and it kept rejecting from here. So maybe establishing that 73 cent support would be cool too. But other than that, if that's really the all-time high, it's price discovery, and I really can't tell you much other than that, unfortunately. But yeah, who else is? What else is going on in here? Love can be so easy. We like love in the chat. Let's rain some love out here. Oh my gosh, wrong button. Not boo love, rain love.
You're welcome.
My bad.
You're welcome.
Wishing all the sick PPR the best today.
Aw, chat. Thank you. I appreciate the super chat to wish everyone. And I like how you did the extra cent because you sent the $4.99 before. That's hilarious. But yeah, there's a lot going on, man. Hi, Jay Morgan. Welcome to the stream. What else is going on here? Oh, are you? Dave Digital. You're talking about like my hair and the shadows? Yeah, it's just my hair in the background. Don't scare everyone in there. Robert, I want to party at. Yeah, let's do that, man. Let's party, man. Let's pamp it. You got to pump it up. But yeah, I guess we could do like a little mini rave in the chat. We could do like a little mini rave if you guys are down for that, because we do have 125 likes, 133 votes in the poll. Where you guys think we're going, which is actually pretty interesting. Where do you guys think Bitcoin is going next? I put an option 39.7 or lower, 45K retrace over bullies, or Emma says to drink coffee, eat, and hodl. So 40% of you guys think, which is the majority, 39.7 or lower we're going to hit, which is actually pretty interesting.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Can I ever see a show from my beautiful Niagara Falls bestie, my pop? Yes. Celebratory hands in the air, hugging face.
I guess you are seeing it. You can see my show from anywhere. You can see my show from wherever you're at, as long as you have that interwebs and you can open your YouTubes. But I do want to go to Niagara Falls one day. Like, it would be so cool to go there. Hi, Juice Toes. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. All right, guys. I think we could do like a little mini rave now. I feel like we could do that. I feel like that can happen. So if you guys are ready to rave, make sure you write rave in the chat. We need everyone to write rave. If I don't see a wave of raves, I don't know if I could do it. I need that love and that reassurance that we could rave. Oh my God, Ethan, I can't with you, man. Ethan is killing me on TikTok. Freaking Ethan, dude. I don't have too many thoughts on Aurora. I apologize for that. Oh, sheesh. All right, let's go. Let's do some raves. Oh, I see the raves in the chat. It's like once I see those happening, it's like I hear. I'm like, yeah. And I listen. If you guys didn't know, I listen to the rave song before I go live every day to get me in the mood. And I love it so much. Makes me so excited. Woo! Playing DJ. Like, that's like literally what I feel like I'm doing, playing DJ. I'm like, boo, boo, boo. I love hitting this button. It's like my favorite button. I love it. I love all my buttons. You guys know I love my buttons. I love to press buttons. You go, girl. Thank you. I appreciate it. TikTok doesn't even hear the sound. Like, TikTok just sees like me going like this for no reason. Like, these people come into the stream and they're so confused. They're like, this girl is crazy. There's no music. Oh my gosh. I feel nuts sometimes, but I like being nuts. I embrace being nuts. I embrace like my inner like nerdism. You know what I mean? So we like that. We like to be crazy out here. I need to do a set with Paris Hilton. Yo, Paris. Peace, Paris. I love you. Yeah, Paris is very smart. People underestimate Paris Hilton. What other platforms am I streaming on? I'm streaming on TikTok. Obviously, you're watching me there. YouTube, X, Kick, Rumble, and Facebook. That's also where I'm at. So yeah, I'm live streaming like everywhere. Everywhere that you can live stream is where I am right now. Robert said he watches me on TikTok too. Yes, there's so many people that watch me on both platforms at the same time, which I actually love. So thank you for doing that. It helps me a lot if you guys, the algorithms and stuff. But yeah, I appreciate that very, very much. Dave P, shout out to Dave P in the chat. Yeah, exactly, Eric. People think she's dumb, but she's not. But yeah, I'm so excited, guys. Like, I'm very excited to be in crypto right now. Yes, of course, there was like a pullback and stuff, but like, I'm not worried. Crypto Luna, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Obviously, they're not worried either, because this is an amazing time to be a part of the revolution. This is when you have to educate people. This is when you tell people about what it means to be in crypto. We're not here to make money. We're here for a financial revolution that is about freedom, which is about your rights of life, liberty, and property. We deserve to own something. Nothing in your life is as secure as Bitcoin being stored safely in your wallet. Because we already know the banks even proposed the thought, you could Google it, of seizing private property for environmental reasons. That's not fair. Your house, your physical possessions could be taken from you at any moment, and there's nothing you can do about it. But Bitcoin, they can't take from you. They can't shut down Bitcoin. As much as they want to, they can't. Bitcoin is run by the world. It's run by us, the people. not a centralized entity, and unelected bureaucrats to decide when and where money gets printed and where CBDCs begin to try to take over your life and introduce a social credit score that takes away and diminishes your quality and the value of your life. It's when people start realizing that we have to be more together than apart. They try to divide us in every single way possible. And all this division, all of the propaganda, all of the wars, it's funded by the banks. It's funded by cash. It's funded by these actors that tell you that crypto is bad, or the people that are enforcing all of these bad things in the world. And when they introduce social credit scores, it takes away from the love that people have from each other, because they want you to stay divided. They want you to rat out somebody if they're not doing something right, so it benefits you and your score. Don't make it about a score. Don't make life a game in that you have to compete against each other. Life, liberty, property, freedom, love, unity. That's why we're in crypto. Self-sovereignty. Being a nation, and not just a nation, but a whole globe of people that are impacting each other in the best way possible, that we have transparency, that we have a way of life that isn't going to be censored, and we're able to share value and information to each other permissionlessly. This is an amazing time to be in crypto. Always, I recommend you do your own research, stick in your convictions, take your crypto off of the exchange, and find a wallet that is open source, just like our beautiful sponsor, Cake Wallet, because I really do love Cake Wallet. Shout out to Vic and the team. Hopefully, I'll be seeing them soon. Guys, thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you haven't yet, make sure you guys smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and share the stream out with friends so more people know what's going on with the latest news and the market recap. I thank you guys again. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 9:45 a.m. for the Daily Zest. Have a great day, and as always, stay zesty. Peace.